call, it has to be sort of not exactly PG, but not just watch what we've got to watch what we're saying, because there is some youngsters that use YouTube, which, yes, I know YouTube is built up for people that say 13 plus, a bit like Facebook. But there is people on YouTube who's a lot younger than what but a lot younger than what Facebook is asking their members to be, right? So we've got to sort of keep our language, and so hopefully there's no swearing, and we can make a funny one. So if it's got like a couple in, if you're telling jokes and you've got like swearing in it, foul language in it, it's fine as long as it's not too bad language. Right, so please look me up on YouTube, and please look up my new YouTube channel here. This one here is not actually that new. I set this channel up because I couldn't get onto this channel. I was locked out of it for a period of time. I don't know why I was locked out of it. I couldn't remember the password. I had to hack into the YouTube channel. I now got it back, but I don't know why I couldn't get into it at the time. Right? I no longer have this car, because this car was quite viciously attacked by some no-hopers, some low-life scumbags. I've got my suspicions who they are, but at the moment I do not have any, I don't have any solid facts on what's happened to the car, who done the car over, but I've got my suspicions. I know that what I do know is, I know it's was done up, the car was done over by three big blokes on big motorcycles. So thinking that out, I believe, say, there's a couple of people I know who's quite big blokes, and they all have motorbikes. So I think I know who it is. I do have my suspicions, but at the moment I can't divulge who they are. So if anybody knows of any information about what happened to this, what happened to this 5-door Ford Fiesta P-Reg, was parked in the bottom car park of Moat Walk in Haverhill in Suffolk. I now have a new Ford Fiesta. It's a lot newer than this one. So yeah, I've actually sort of betted myself, but the bad thing is I would love to find out who done my car over. This car was a brilliant car. It was this car was very, very loyal. I bought this car on St. Patrick's Day, so I named it Patrick, right? Because I bought it on St. Patrick's Day, and me being half Irish, I thought I had to do it, right? So yeah, someone that done my car over, right? But this car, I've got a new Ford Fiesta, so yeah. I now no longer live in Haverhill. I've moved, right? Because Haverhill is I always say Haverhill is a brilliant town. It's a lovely town. It's a brilliant town, it's a lovely town as a town. But there is a lot of no good, low-life scumbags who live in the town in this day and age that can't seem to keep their fingers and their hands and their feet and things like that off of other people's belongings or other things, other people's property, things like people's cars, things like people's homes. So I'm getting fed up with this. So I've moved on. I moved out of the town that I grew up in to better myself. Alright. So yeah, here is my old car. I've got a new car now, which I am not about to plaster over my YouTube channel here because I don't trust. I do trust people, but I don't trust much people because I've had people. I had one dude, mention no names, you will know who he is. He stole my checkbook from out of my bungalow in Suffolk, in Haverhill, right, and fleeced me out of £900. Right. As soon as I found that out, because he wouldn't. What it was is when he told me, he came out and told me himself, but he told me that someone's nicked his credit card and then nicked my checkbook. My checkbook and his credit card, right, was under the same branch, same bank, right. And he came out and told me. I went, well, Mark, if you're saying this, then the best thing you can do is come with me, and we report it. We go to Lloyd's bank, and we report it together. I said, no, we can't do that, mate. We can't do that because I think it's me, and then shut the book about me. So I went, no. So I said, no, mate. It says, they won't. I said, they will. I said, no, if you're reporting it with me, if me and you're going down there together and we are reporting it together, they'll see us both as affecting, right? And I said, no, I can't do that because they'll think it's me, they'll look at me. So I'll do my investigation my way. So okay, you doing your investigation your way, and I'm going to do it my way. And my way is by getting the police involved, and I will find out who it is, and I will prosecute. And he went, I know you will, Glenn. Right? So he knew I would find out who it is, and he knew I would prosecute. He didn't then think, shit, I should tell him, right, who it is as a come clean. He never did. Right? Cut a long story short, ended up going to Ipswich Crown Court. Right. I went through all that and then came out of that, and then he went back and got sentenced, got sent down for 4 months for committing fraud. He got 4 months for doing fraud. Doing theft of the checkbook, but they couldn't prove that he nicked the checkbook. Right? If he had the checkbook in his person, if he had the checkbook with him, in his home, then the biggest choice, and also he was the only one there at the time, the bungalow at the time. Right? It's not rocket science. He did steal the checkbook, right? He then filled the checks out for that. The sums of say 100, 200, and it went up to say 900 quid. Right, I got that money back because when I went to from the bank, I went to the bank. The bank then went to the fraud squad. I went to the Suffolk police. The Suffolk police didn't want to know me because the transactions happened in Essex. Essex police didn't want to know because the theft of the checkbook happened in Suffolk. So I had to think, hang on, so the theft of the checkbook happened in Suffolk, so that's Suffolk police's job, right? But the transactions happened in Essex, so that's the Essex police's job. I had to work that down and break it down and then tell them to look, it actually is your job, right? Your job is to theft of the checkbook. That's your job, right? And then phone up the Essex police. So it's like, it's your job and all. It is part of you. It is your job because the transactions of the checkbook happened in Essex. That's your country. That's your job. And yes, it came from Suffolk to Essex. So you, the Suffolk police, and in Norfolk, and the Suffolk police and the Essex police has to work together on this situation. Right? They did eventually because I gave them their own set jobs, and they worked together. Right? But he got, they couldn't do him for the theft of the checkbook, but he nicked the checkbook. He was the only one in that bungalow at the time. Right? He nicked it. Right? He nicked it. He also nicked that done the fraud of the sum of 900 quid, right? So he got done for that, but didn't get done for the theft. So he got 4 months. But you know what? He got out on 2 months on good behaviour, right? Which is not good. The British justice system is a joke. You commit a crime, right? If you get 4 months, you should do your 4 months, right? If you get 2 years, you should do your 2 years, right? If you get life, you should do life. You shouldn't get out on half your sentence on good behaviour, right? In America, if you're given 4 months or life, you do your 4 months, or you do your sentence, the whole of your sentence. But in Britain, in England, you can get on half of that on good behaviour. The British justice system is a joke, right? Yeah, I have my suspicions. I think I know who it is. Who done my car over, right? I believe it's either a couple of people, about three guys, either who's actually living in Suffolk. I won't say what part of Suffolk, or 3 people who lived in Essex. And again, I won't say which part of Essex. But all these 3 guys are all big built blokes, and they all have big motorbikes, right? But yeah, the people who've done my car over, I think I know who they are, right? But I can't divulge who they are because I haven't got that evidence. So if anybody knows of that incident, and someone will know because that car park where that car was parked, it's overlooked, right, by a load of houses, right? It's the car park's here. You've got houses down here, along there, up there, and along there, right? So the car park is in the middle of like a housing estate, and it's overlooked. Where I lived at the time, there's a row of bungalows going up this bit, and there's a pathway going here. So yeah, I lived here, but I was not up this end, up near my walk, and before my walk. Right, that's where I lived. And I didn't hear anything, right? And I was none of the wiser until then I had a knock at the door, and it was the police, right? One person phoned the police, didn't see who it was. He didn't see who it was, but he just knew there was 3 big blokes on 3 big motorcycles, right? I cannot say who it is because I don't know who it is, but I have my suspicions, right? I have my suspicions, and I've got more than one Facebook profile, so I've been like that, looking on Facebook, and all that, but I can't. I need someone to help me. Can give me ideas in how I can find out. I need people who lives around there or who has been around there at the time. There is a Facebook group, called the Parkway Estate in Haverhill, Suffolk, whatever that. The Parkway Estate in Haverhill, Suffolk. Right? It's like a website, a group for like the news of it. So it's like anything that goes down on the Parkway Estate. It's still running up to this day. And I'm trying to get people who live on the Parkway Estate to join that group and look out for each other. Right? Look out for each other's homes, motor vehicles. Right? Whatever going on, whatever goes on down there, whatever goes down on that Parkway Estate, they put on that group, because that group is a closed group. You can't see your timeline, right? Until you've been accepted in that group. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, I don't live in Suffolk anymore. I don't live in Haverhill, so I won't be really posting on the timeline, because I don't know what goes on the Parkway, because I'm not there no more. But the group is there still, and I would like it if people can sort of post on that timeline of anything going on. I've heard, since I've been out and away from Haverhill, things like what's been going on since I've left Motor Walk, since I left the town, that there was like drug deals going down Motor Walk. I don't know who they had been doing that. They should think twice. We don't. The residents of Motor Walk and the Parkway Estate don't want to see that sort of thing happening right outside their homes. Have some respect. Right? Anyway, so this is my old YouTube channel. Right? I now have. I can't remember that. I now have this YouTube channel. This is GSS Videos, so GSS Video'S Glenn Samstone, right? I have a Twitter channel and a Facebook page, right? So please look me up. It'd be a big help. Right, look me up. If you have not yet subscribed to GSS Video'S, please click that subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button and turn on my notifications. Right, that'll mean a big thing. That'll make a big that'll mean a lot to me. That will make a lot to me. Mean a lot, right? If you would like to tweet me, if you're on Twitter and you'd like to tweet me, give me ideas on my next YouTube videos, please tweet me. Please tweet me, right? Either private tweet me or public tweet, I don't mind, alright? Or you can Facebook, if you're on Facebook, you can Facebook message me by clicking on here, right? At the moment, on the Facebook page alone, I've got, my Facebook page is actually quite new. It's not been going along as long as, say, the others. At the moment, I've got 25 likes on the Facebook page. Right? But this has been going along longer. Right? It's never used to be called GSS Videos. I've now put it as GSS. I've also put it as GSS Videos, but when I opened it up, it wasn't GSS. It was just my name. Right? But now, so I've got that. Right? So I think I'll stop rattling on now. I think you're getting a bit bored on me now, and you keep rattling on. Right? Please, please. If you have not yet subscribed to GSS Video'S, please subscribe. Please subscribe to me. Alright? Please click that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. If you would like to look me up on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, please do. If you'd like to look me up on Facebook and like my page, please do. Alright? So So until the next time, speak to all laters. Hope you have a good week, good weekend, good month. Alright, so speak to you laters and have a good day.